Hi, I'm Corbin Petersen, the staff worship leader at the Journey South County, and I'm here to talk about worship. So what is worship? Well, worship is something that we're designed to do. It's something that we are all created as worshipers, but it's also something that was designed to do together. That's why our souls can take such a hit at a time like this where we're all socially isolated and self-quarantined, because our view of God and the grace of Jesus is limited to the four walls that surround us in our homes or looking through our windows or out on our front porch. Now, not to say that those are bad things, but we miss out on experiencing the incredible richness and the unfathomable depth of our Creator through the beauty and diversity of His bride gathered together. Hebrews 10:23 through 25 says, "Let us hold on to the confession of our hope without wavering, since He who promised is faithful. And let us watch out for one another to provoke love and good works, not neglecting to gather together as some are in the habit of doing, but encourage each other. And all the more as you see the day approaching." And I would say all the more now, since we are so socially isolated. So let's talk about singing. And you knew that was coming. If the only time that you sing out loud is at a sporting event or at church or at a birthday party, then number one, it tells you that singing is a corporate thing. But number two, I would say that you're starving your soul of its way of expressing. You're starving your heart from a form of expression. Ephesians 5:19, if you know that, it says that we should be addressing one another in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, making melody to the Lord with your heart. In fact, Colossians 3:16 goes on to say, "Let the word of Christ dwell in you richly, teaching and admonishing one another in all wisdom." How? By singing psalms, hymns, and spiritual songs with thankfulness in our hearts to God. That's what makes singing praises to the Lord at home, out loud, with those you've been shut in with, so much more important, especially right now. That's what makes singing praises to the Lord out loud to the computer screen or the TV screen that you're watching the stream service on weekends so important, especially right now. Not only do we need to encourage one another to good works and those in our houses, but we need to be encouraged. Not only do we need to spur one another on to love and good works, but we need to be spurred on to love and good works. And I would venture to say that there's no better way to do that than to sing. And with that in mind, that's what I'm going to do. That's what we're going to do this right now. So this week in particular, we remember Christ's journey to the cross. We're reminded of what He went through for our sake. We're reminded of His unflinching love in the face of death. And so the song that I'd like to sing today is based on a passage from the book of Colossians, which we are all in right now, and the chapter 1, verses 15 through 20 in particular. And in my Bible, it says that it's called the centrality of Christ, this section. In your Bible, it might say the preeminence of Christ. And so let me read this to us real quick. And I would say that this passage is a beautiful, awe-inspiring picture of who Christ is as we think about Him this week especially. So listen to this. He is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn over all creation. For everything was created by Him in heaven and on earth, the visible and the invisible, whether thrones or dominions or rulers or authorities. All things have been created through Him and for Him. He is before all things, and by Him all things hold together. He is also the head of the body, the church. He is the beginning, the firstborn from the dead, so that He might come to have first place in everything. For God was pleased to have all His fullness dwell in Him, and through Him to reconcile everything to Himself, whether things on earth or things in heaven, by making peace through His blood shed on the cross, which is what we remember this weekend. And so this song is a song called "O Lord Almighty." written by Shane Bernard, and it has been on repeat on my iPhone in this house for the past several months. And so I hope that this song can be a blessing to you as much as it is to me. And so learn it, sing it. I hope you can do that in your home. Now I'm going to invite my beautiful bride to sing with me because singing by myself is probably boring. But here we go. This is O Lord Almighty. The firstborn over all creation, far beyond imagination, all visible and invisible things bow before Christ our King, the Godhead dwelling fully in Him, crucified for our salvation. So incredible, indescribable God, oh Jesus Christ, Lord of all. Holy, all God's children singing holy, nothing left to say but holy, oh Lord Almighty, the radiance of God in person, beyond all human explanation. Once invisible, now a visible God, oh Jesus Christ, Lord of all. Holy, all God's children singing holy, nothing left to say but holy, oh Lord Almighty. Sing now, sing as one. Come and join the angels. Come and join the song. A melody well known from beginning of creation to the end of kingdom come. Oh, sing now, sing as one. Come and join the angels. Come and join the song. A melody well known from beginning of creation to the end of kingdom come. We cry holy, all God's children singing holy, nothing left to say but holy, oh Lord Almighty. We cry holy, all God's children singing holy, nothing left to say but holy, oh Lord Almighty. God bless.